from Meredith College in Raleigh and a bachelor's degree in journalism from the American University in Washington, D.C. And I present to you none other than Ms. Vicki Lee Parker High. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's a pleasure to have you on the show with us. So as Vicki comes back with us and she unmutes her mic, then we'll be able to hear from Ms. Vicki Lee Parker. Hi. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for that. My apologies. I was talking and did not realize that it was muted. But I'm so happy to be here, Kimberly. Thank you so much for that warm introduction.
You're very welcome. I'm excited to hear your expertise. And I want you to keep in mind that genius is common.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is up and at 'em and having a wonderful morning. It's a pleasure to be back with my Black Business Expo family and hoping that this whole experience this week is going to be enlightening and you're going to learn a lot. And I know you all will. And so I'm happy and I'm excited to kick it off this morning to talk to you all about what it is to market your business and market your sustainability within your business. And I know I just said a mouthful, but we're going to talk about what it is to be a real sustainable business and how that can benefit your company in terms of how you market and promote the things that you do. And being sustainable, what do I mean? Basically, just what our mission. Our mission is these are companies that are doing good while making money. These are companies that care about their communities. They care about their customers. They care about the environment. And so we're going to talk about how do you take all of that and make that part of your official, your formal marketing plan, your formal business strategy, so that it helps propel your business and help make it more resilient. So again, I'm Vicki Lee Parker High. I serve as the executive director for the North Carolina Business Council. I'm based here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And basically, our mission is to really help businesses do well. We like to build an economy that's an equitable economy. So we act like a regular chamber. We do a lot of advocacy. We bring the business voice to issues that they care about regarding the environment, but always making the business case and why these policies are important. We like to connect businesses that think alike in terms of businesses that want to also be part of their communities, want to do good in their communities, also want to have a social platform with their business. And we can talk about how you can do that and still be productive and still make money. The two do not have to be mutually exclusive. You can bring those two together. And in fact, what we've learned and what data has shown is that when you do consider the environment, you consider your people, and you consider your business strategy, and you bring them all together to what we call the triple bottom line. We've seen that over time, businesses that take these practices and incorporate them actually outperform traditional businesses over time. And so we're going to jump in. We're going to start talking a little bit about what it is to be, again, let's talk about what it is to say sustainability. I mean, you hear these terms, a lot. You hear things like, socially responsible corporations, mission-driven businesses, purpose-driven businesses. They're B Corps. If you're not familiar with that term, that might be something you want to look up. I won't delve into that too much this morning, but you have what's called benefit corporations, and then you have B Corps, which are certified B Corps, and then benefit corporations. There are several states, I think over 30 states, where you can actually incorporate as a benefit corporation, which it basically, in essence, allows you to become a business that's not just beholden to your shareholders, but it allows you to incorporate with a mission-driven purpose as well, so that you're beholden to that mission as well as to your shareholders. So all of those terms really fit. So we hear them loosely, but they all kind of describe these companies that really see themselves as more than just here to make money. And they understand that, in doing so, they can have a greater impact and on their customers, a greater impact in the communities where their business is located. So let's look at what's called, I guess, the triple bottom line. And some people have heard that term, others is they get it. And then for some, like it was for me a few years ago, it was a very new term. But basically, what you're doing, instead of just measuring your income, your revenue, you're also measuring your impact on the environment. You're looking at, how are you reducing waste? And that could be something as simple as making certain that you recycle all the paper in your office, to as broad as, what, looking at and measuring your overall carbon footprint for your business, and then looking at ways to reduce that. And there are a lot of ways you can do it. I mean, even for example, of having employees work from home, that is an example of reducing the carbon footprint because you're not having them drive and travel and use, fossil fuels and all those things. So every little thing adds up. And what you want to do, and what I'm hoping to guide you through this morning, is that you understand that doing these things is good. It's great for the environment. It's great for your business because it can help you save over time. But also putting it and finding a way to market your brand yourself as a sustainable business is also a very good business strategy because that helps that third bottom line, which is your revenue. The second bottom line is you're looking at, your people. How do you impact your people? Are you building a diverse workforce? Is that something you're really committed to and you're doing it? Well, then that's something you want to promote and you want to highlight because today what we've learned is that customers value those things. They value it when you're really doing it. And so we are going to talk a little bit about what's called as greenwashing. And, so those are companies, that's not the category you want to fall into. You want to make certain that anything that you say you're doing, you're actually doing it. And there's plenty that you're doing. It's just a matter of thinking about how you're running your business and how you can re-market it to highlight the features that we are seeing that consumers really care more and more about. There's plenty of evidence and surveys now that show that consumers really want to do business with companies that really care and demonstrate that they care about their communities, that they care about how they're impacting the environment and how they're treating their employees. And, so we're going to try to delve into some of those this morning. I'm going to quickly talk about making that case for why you want to step back and look at your business from a sustainability perspective. And again, I talked about a little